Hello beautiful people, you might be wondering, what's this big black box next to me? Well, this is JBL's newest column PA, the IRX One. The IRX One is a member of, you guessed it, the IRX family. All its predecessors, however, were point source. This is the first iteration of the IRX family to come in stick PA form, and it's not surprising considering JBL's obsession with stick PAs. You may have seen my videos on the E1 Mark II and the PRX One. The IRX One is a little bit different. This one is just a pull it out of the box, plug and play, ready to go stick PA. There are no apps, there's no screen diving. You've got access to all the processing and controls via the back panel here, which you'll see in a moment. However, JBL have added some of the features that come with their more powerful stick PAs to keep this one ready for anything. So you've got something called ducking, which means that if you're streaming Bluetooth via the Bluetooth 5.0 and you have a microphone plugged in, if you turn on the ducking and you talk, the music will be lowered. Very handy for celebrants and fitness instructors, and even, I guess, auctioneers who like to have a little bit of a party while they're throwing an auction. You've also got feedback suppression, also a very handy feature, considering you might have people with a microphone standing in front of the IRX, which is when most feedback happens, but the feedback suppression will keep that tamed. You've got a 3-channel mixer on the back with different inputs. There are 2 bands of EQ on each channel. You've got a low and a high, and you also have a few EQ presets on the master outputs, such as flat, which means no EQ. You've got speech, DJ, KTV, cafe, and bright. So you've got a bunch of different presets, which means this is going to work in a bunch of different situations. I'll run through some of the specs that I know you PA inclined people are going to want to know. The woofer is 8 inches. On the array here, we've got 6 2-inch tweeters. You have a maximum output of 118 dB. The frequency range is 40 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, and you get a horizontal dispersion of 160 degrees with the IRX One. So what is horizontal dispersion? When you have a large horizontal dispersion, that means you can hit a wide angle and cover a wider audience with just one speaker. This is one of the advantages of using a stick PA, as generally they have a much wider horizontal dispersion than your traditional PA box. Your traditional PA box will have a dispersion maxing out at maybe 100, 110 degrees, whereas when you look at something like this with 160 degrees, you have a lot more audience that can be covered with just one single speaker. What are these? Well, these are the spacers. You plug these into the IRX One, and then this piece goes in that, and then this piece goes in that, and that allows you to throw the sound further. One of the cool things that I like about the IRX One is that you don't need to use the spacer, so you have a lot of different heights that you can set the column array at depending on the situation. You can deploy all spacers if you have it sitting on the ground and you need to go over people's heads, and if you're holding a party for children, you can just put the single array in there and it'll work just fine like that. And not forgetting, when you're done with the IRX One, you can pull all the column parts out and they all pack into the back of the sub unit, which means you can just have everything all in one, ready to go. Neat little package. I think the IRX One would be great for DJs, schools, gyms, small celebrations, any situation where you need high quality sound reinforcement that's ready to go out of the box. Some of you will want to know how it sounds. In my opinion, it sounds fantastic. If you want to know how it sounds for yourself, go and check it out, and I'll catch you next time.